of love, play on. To me, excess of that, survive the appetite may sicken, and so die. That strain again, had it died.
He is not here, so please don't. That should sing it.
What curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do. The notice that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see me at first, that instant was I turned toward. Who thought she were fair and pessimist. That instant was I turned toward. My desires, like fellow cruel hounds, ere since consumed. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. Like a cloister's she will veil walk. The element itself, till 7 years he, should not behold her face at after thee. And water once a day her chamber round. With eve offending brine, all this the season of brothers, dead love, which you keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she hath that of heart, for that fine frame, to pay the debt of love but to a brother. How will she love when the rich and golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affection's zealous? Away before me to lie in sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when can't be for flowers.
What country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
My poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam. To comfort you with chance, assure yourself. When our ship did split, I saw your brother, most provident peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, and, like Aryan on Donkey's back, made acquaintance with the waves as far as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam. Well, for I was not bred and born 3 hours from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature has a name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was soon. Very late. But a month ago, I went from hence, and there was fresh murmur. He did seek love. Fair Lydia.
What's she?
Virtuous maid, daughter of a count who died 12 months since, and leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love they say she hath abjured the company in sight of May.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world.
That would be hard to compass, for she will accept no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, in such disguise as haply may become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may prove worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music which will allow me very worth his service. What else mayhap to time I will commit, only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you as eunuch, your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabbs, let mine eyes not see.
I thank you. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of a brother thus. I'm sure it cares an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier of night. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to
company.
With drinking health to my niece, I'll drink to her, as long as there's passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria.
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew!
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir. Fare ye well, gentlemen.
I ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is your want? Do or not do? Oh, I would that bestowed that time and tongues that I have, fencing, dancing, and bear baitings. Had I but followed the arts. Faith, I ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, and if she be, it's 4 to 1. She'll none of me. The Count himself be hard by her.
Oh, she'll know of the Count. She'll not match any above her degree in neither estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay on much longer. I am a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in mass and in revels sometimes. All together.
Art thou good at these kid tosses, knight?
Well, as any man in Illyria. And I think I have the back trick. Simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore these gifts are curtained before them? Is this a world to hide virtue, then?
If the Duke continue these favors towards Mr. Sario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence, that you put in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario? Oh,
On your attendance, my lord, here.
stand you a while, Cesario. For thou knowest no less but all. For I have unclasped to thee the book, even of my secret soul. Therefore get you, and dress thy kin under her. Be not denied access, stand at her doors. Till we know thy fixed flesh shall grow, kill thou have an audience.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall be thee well tact thy woes. She will attend to better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For thee shall belie thy happy years. To say thou art a man. All is sublimity for woman's part. Some 3 or 4 attend them. All 4, if I will, I myself invest, when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
Either tell me what that has been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang me for thy house.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs fear no colours.
I can tell you where that saying was born of, I fear no color.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the war, and that may you be bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have, and to those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Peace be rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
What chance be thy will, put me into good fooling. For what says Gwinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish fit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
The lady!
Sir, I made him take away you.
Miss Prisian in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your
mouse of virtue? Answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll buy your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know it's all fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen!
What do you think, Malvolio? Does he not men?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake. Infirmity, that decays the wise, doth ever make the better fool.
Well then, God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly.
How do you did that, Malvolio?
Marvel, your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal.
Oh, you are sick of self-love and taste for the distempered appetites.
There is at the gate a young gentleman, much desires to speak with you. I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
My people hold him in delay.
Sir, tell me, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. We do nothing but madmen. Spy on him. Please soup from the counts. I'm sick or not at home, or what you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Madam, young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, my lady? He is fortified against any denial.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
Of a very ill manner. He'll speak with you. Will you or no?
Let him approach. Call him a gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls!
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We want to hear what Caesar's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me, for I shall answer for her. Your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not insert myself, I am.
Most certain. If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to us, inordinate. I forgive you the praise.
Alas! I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is more like to be vain. I pray you to keep it in. I heard you were saucing my gates and loud approach, rather to wonder at you than hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be free.
The rudeness that hath appeared in me I have learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are to your ears divinity, to any others profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear love fruit and unavailable. Thank you, sir. Since I was dispossessed, is it not well done?
Excellently done. If God did all.
Disagree, sir. Just quilt endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will send out the first schedules to my beauty, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will. As such, 2 lips in different red, 2 gray eyes with lids to them, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Will you sit hither and praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with eyes of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. Yet, I suppose me virtuous, know him be noble, but yet, I cannot love him. He might have taken an answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's grave, with such a suffering, such a deadly life in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabinet, and call upon my soul within the house. Holler your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia!
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get ye to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no other, unless, perchance, you come again this way, to tell me how to taste it. Very well. Spend this for me.
I am no feeble host, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes I must say as well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy limb, thy actions, to give thee title blazon. Not to pass soft, unless the master were the man. How now? Even so quickly may one press the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections creep in with a subtle and invisible stealth on mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam. At your service.
Run after that same Hugh Soster, the counterman. He left this ring behind. Would I or not? Tell him I'll none of it. If that be you, come again this way tomorrow. I'll give him the reason for it. Hide Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know what, and fear to find, mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy course. Ourselves we do not owe. What's decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I agree?
My own patience, no. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone.
Let me know whither you are bound.
You must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I call Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian, the best whom I know you have heard. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that somehow, for you took me from the reach of the sea, was my sister.
Alas, day.
Now I am bound Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, I do adore thee so,
with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir. On a moderate pace I have since arrived, but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourselves. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance. She will none of him. And one thing more, that you should never be so hardy as to come again into his affairs. And must it be to report your lord's taking of this? Receive it so.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. Oh, poor lady! She were better love a dream. Disguise! I see thou art a wickedness. My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
By my troth, I know it not. But I do know to be a blade is to be a blade.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. Do not be a bed after midnight and to go to bed early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed tired. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Faith. So they say so, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a starve. Eat and drink. Marry out a stuff of wine.
Oh, in faith.
I did impedicus divertility. From Malvolio's nose is no whipstone. My lady is a white hand, and the myrmidons are no bottle ale houses.
Why, this is the best fooling of all when all is done. Now, a song.
Come on, there's 6 for you. Let's have a song.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming. That can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting. Journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good, and safe.
Good, good.
A mellifluous voice. It's I am a true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious in faith.
What a caterwauling do you keep here? If my lady has not called up the steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
Tilly, my lady, that dwelt in Babylon.
Tonight is an admirable fooling.
My master! Are you mad? What are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snack up!
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady made me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. You can separate yourself and your misdemeanors. You are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Out of sight! Just thou think, because of our choice, that there shall be no more cake and ale?
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor and anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of this by this hand.
Oh, go shake your ears.
We're good to eat, as to drink when a man's hungry, and to challenge him in the field, and then break promises him, and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge or deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Toby, be patient for tonight. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let him alone with me. If I do not gull him into a neighbor and make a common recreation of him, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Tell us something of him.
He is so crammed as he thinks with excellence. It is his ground in faith that all that look on him love him, and on that bicycle will my revenge find no cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistle of love, whereby the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the expression of his eye. He shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady Bernice.
Excellent. I smell advice.
I have in my nose too.
Shall think, as in the letters thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece, and that she is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your heart would now make him an ass. Oh, this will be accurate.
Sport royal, I warn you. I will plant you two and let the fool make a third. Where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it, but for tonight to bed, and dream you'll leave it. Farewell.
Now, good morrow. Good Cesario. That piece of soul. That old antique song we had last week.
He is not here. Please, that you again.
Was it?
Best day for you to stay. He is not.
Seek him out and play the tune. Come in. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is thrown.
Thou dost speak, master. My life apart. Don't do thou art, thine eye. Hast stayed upon some favor that loves, hath thou not, boy?
A little, by your favor,
And what kind of
of your complexion.
she's not worth thee then? What years I be?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, my heaven. Othello, come, that song we had last night.
Are you ready, sir?
I ready. Sing.
Come away, death, and instant cypress, let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck on with you, oh prepare it, bond so true did share it.
Here's for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Aye, sir. And pleasure will be paid, one time or another. Fare thee well, sir.
Let all the rest give place. Now, once more, sorry, get to the same yarn of sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love.
And if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love so great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia, cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There's no one besides that can buy the reading of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart, so big to hold so much.
Aye, but I know
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be. Perhaps, were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her dense cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy she sat, like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed?
But died thy sister of her loved one?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. So shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the thing. Turn haste, give her this jewel. Tell her my love can give no place, by no deny.
Hey, Signor Fabian.
Nay, oh, try with a scruple of this sort, but would be boiled to death with melancholy.
Oh, here comes the little devil. How now, my better Olivia?
Get ye all three into the box tree. Malvolio is coming down the walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him, for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Look, in the name of Justine, liest thou? There, for here comes the trot that must be caught too.
'Tis my fortune, all is fortune.
Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near, that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that bothers her. What should I think of it?
He is an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him.
Flight. I could so beat the road.
Peace, I say. To be Count Malvolio.
Pistol him, pistol him. There is example for it. The lady of the strap, she married the Yayomon of the wardrobe. Flying him, Jezebel.
Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination flows.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me, in my branched velvet gown, fire like brimstone. And then, to have the humor of my state, to call for my kinsman Toby. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile. With an austere regard to control, saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
lamentably here. By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why, that's the...
This and my good wishes, her very phrases. Oh, soft, and by your leave, wax, and the impression, her new crease with which she uses to seal. My lady, but to whom should this be?
Dismiss him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows? No man must know. Oh, if this should be thee, Malvolio!
There, hang me, Brock.
I may command, where I adore. But silence, like a new creased knife, with bloodless stroke, my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
Excellent, would say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
Nay. First, let me see. I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. And in the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? Softly, if I could just make that resemble something in me.
Oh,
M-O-A-I.
Oh, my. May up that. Taking out a cold singe.
M. Malvolio. M. That begins my name.
Now,
Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars, I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, and surly with servants. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee? Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember, go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Oh, this is open. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I do not now fool myself. Let imagination jade me. For every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. Oh, I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, in the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
Thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must surely run mad.
If you will then see the fruit of this sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings and to the color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to such a melancholy as she is. It cannot help but turn him into a knowable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir. I do live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
Hold. There's a sixpence for thee.
Now, Joe, his next commodity of that, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee I am almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
She is within, sir. I will consider them whence thou comest.
This fellow's wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens reign over thee.
Let the guard door be shut. Leave me to my hearing.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. You work with Cappuccino, do you?
Oh, and he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. I was thought to flank rather than fill with me.
Madam, I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
By your leave, I pray you. I bid you never speak of him again. But, would you undertake another suit? I'd rather be useful to that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
Stay and prithee. Tell me, what thou thinkest of me?
that you do think you are not what you are.
I think so. I think the same to you.
Then think you right, I am not what I am.
Would you worse, I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am?
Oh, Cesario, by the roses of spring, by maiden honor, truth, and everything. I love thee so. Nor wrangle thy pride, nor wit, nor reason can thy passion hide. Love soft is good, but given untaught is better.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has. Nor ever none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Say, a jolly longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the count. Serving man, and ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Sight. Will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
Oh, and they have been grand journeymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to thee in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awaken your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jests fire new from the mint, you let time wash off. And you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you are redeemed by some laudable attempt, either of valor or policy.
And if it be any way, it must be by valor or policy. I ain't.
Why? Then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece will take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will I give you fair challenge to him? For me?
Go, right in the martial hat. Be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so be eloquent and full of invention. Toss him with a license of ink. If thou doubtest him some thrice, it shall not be amiss. And as many lies as will lie in thy sheet of paper, though the sheet were big enough for the Belleroy in England. Set them down. Go, about it. Have gall enough in thy ink, though thy red with a goose pin. It is no matter. About it, go!
We shall have a rare letter from him, but he'll deliver it not.
Oh, never trust me then. And by all means, stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and whale ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were opened, and you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty either.
Look, when the youngest Rid of Night comes.
Oh, if you desire this, please, and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon gallo Malvolio is in yellow stocking.
And cross-gartered.
Most villainously. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines there on the new map with the augmentation of the envy. I have hardly seen such a thing as his, for I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I will have troubled you, my kind Antonio. I can no other answer make but thanks, and thanks and over thanks. Both good terms are shuffled with such unearned things. But, for my worth, as is my conscience firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Forgive pardon. I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight, against countless galleys, I did some service, such note indeed, that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Not then walk too open.
It doth not. Also, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, the best of lodge. I will bespeak our dial, watching guile the time, keep your knowledge from you in the town. There shall you have me.
Why, aye, your purse.
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have designed to purchase.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I took after him. He'll cess and come. How shall I feast him? How shall I bestow upon him? For youth is more often bought, begged, or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He's sad and civil, but too well to discern my fortunes. Where is Malvolio? He is coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He's sure possessed, madam. What's the matter? Doth he rave? He doth nothing but smile. Your ladyship professed to have some guard about him. Show the man what painted in his wing. Go, bring him hither. I be as mad as he, sad and merry madness he will be. Malvolio?
Sweet lady. Oh.
Miles? I sent upon you for a sad occasion.
Sad lady. I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross garter. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one, and please all.
I guess I smile and grab my head to all. How do you, Malvolio?
At your request. Yes, nightingales answer daws.
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
Meanest thou?
Some are born great. Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Who before thee?
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wish to see thee ever cross-guarded.
Cross-guarded?
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is our midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I shall come to him. Good Maria, what this fellow is up to? Where is my cousin Toby? Almost all my people have special care of him. I would not have miscarried for half my dowry.
Do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look after me. Why, this concurs directly with the letter.
Aha! She sends him on purpose, that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that.
In the letter, cast thy humble slough, says she, be opposite with the kinsman, surly with servants. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes.
Oh. Which way is he, in the name of sanctity? If all the devils in hell be drawn in little, and Legion himself possess him, yet I'll speak to him.
Here he is, here he is.
How is it with you, sir? How is it with you?
Man,
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go. Go off.
Lo, how hollow these speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have care of him.
Go. Hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is it possible?
if this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
We'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece has got him to believe he's mad.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. There's vinegar and pepper's in it.
Is it so saucy?
Is it? 2 and 3.
Give me! Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
And valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I call thee so, or I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia. In thy sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
A brief note, and to exceeding good sense, bliss.
I will waylay thee coming home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep with the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and may God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. So, myself, thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Eggecheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it to him.
You'll have very fit occasion, for he's in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, scout before him at the orchard inn like a bog bailey. So soon as ever thou seest him, draw, and as thou drawest, swear horror. For it comes to pass oft, let a terrible oath, with a swaggering action, sharply twained off, is manhood more approbation than ever proof itself would ever do. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now or not I deliver this letter. Being so excellently ignorant, you bring no terror in the youth. You'll find it comes from a clodful. But son, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. Set upon Andrew a notable report about, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so frighten them both, they'll kill each other by little looks, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with Denise. Give them way until you take leave, and presently after him.
I'll meditate the while on some horrid message for a challenge.
I have said too much into a hard stone. Only to ask me that I'll deny, that honor's sake, not ask and give.
Nothing but this. Your true love for my master.
How would mine honor may give that which I have already given you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare you well. To a fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter awaits thee in the altered end. Be yeah in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
Oh, you mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and fair from any image of offence done to any man.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you have to hold your life at any price, betake you to your God, for your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man upon.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is a knight, dubbed with an unthatched rapier, but he is a devil in a private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced three, and his incense of it is so implacable at this moment, satisfaction can be none but by pains of death and sepulture. Knob is his word. Give it or take it.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offence to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman until my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal arbitrament, but nothing of this circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is, indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, fatal opposite you could have found in any part of Illyria. I will make your peace with him, if I can.
I shall be much bounty before it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I cannot who knows so much of my metal.
Why, sir, he is a very devil. I've not seen such a fine raggle.
Pox on it! I'll not meddle with him.
Hi, but he cannot now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Playing on it! And I thought he'd been so cunning and then I left him. Damn, there I challenged him. Let them laugh the matters. And I'll give him my horse for a capital.
I'll make the motion. Stand here. Put a good show on it. This shall not end with the perdition of souls. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I persuaded him, the use of devil.
He is as horribly conceited as him, and hands and looks pale as the bearer of the seals.
Sir, there's no remedy Draw him the importance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
God, you seem furious.
Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. He will fight with you for his honor's sake. He cannot fight the duel or avoid it. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not harm you. Go on, do it!
Thank God he deserves.
I do assure you, 'tis against my will.
I am your sword!
If this young gentleman wants benefits, I take the bull on me.
And you opinion, I put it by you!
You, sir, why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than what you've heard him brag to you in well.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I implore you.
Good to Toby Hall. Here come the officers.
If you please.
May rely, sir, and but I promise you, I'll be as good as my word. I will bear you easily and range well.
Send us the man to thine office.
Antonio, I rest at that seat of Count Orsino.
You mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no, John. I know you're fit for wealth, and now you have no sneak off on your head. Take him away. He knows I knew him well.
I must obey. This comes of seeking you, but there is no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now, when assisting me after my purse? It grieves me much more than what I cannot do for you.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat you of some of that money.
What money, sir?
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion?
I know of none, nor know I you, by voice or in future.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you. Go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half of the jaws of death.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
Thou hast smashed